Good afternoon, it's Jane with Scraptastic Yarns. Today I thought I would go through, I got Christmas cards, but you know, it's been one of those things, getting through stuff every day. But I'll be more than happy to show you the Christmas cards. Got this beautiful one from Valerie. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love the eagles. And this one came from my buddy April Lee. And then this one came from Nancy. Nancy's Next Knots. I'm not going to read the insides because you don't want to see me cry. A couple of them got me in tears. And this one from Darla. I hope you guys aren't getting too snowed in. We're supposed to get snow tonight. Not looking forward to that one. And this one is from Judy. Such pretty cards. You know, I always try to go looking for Christmas cards, and it seems like the only place we have to shop is Walmart. You know, and I don't know. And then this one came from Jennifer. Look at the babies. Little fur babies. And then this next one came from Wendy. Pretty, pretty. And this one came from Robin. Very nice. And this one came from Natalie. I always think I'm pronouncing your name wrong because of the H in it. But look at that. That is gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. One of these days, I'd like to go back to making cards. I don't know if that's going to ever happen, but you never know. And then this one, of course, came from Tina. Very pretty. Anyway, when I go looking at Walmart, I'm like, ugh, I don't like the cards. Then I wind up going over to the Dollar Tree. You know, the price is right. But then again, I'm still not happy with the cards. But that's okay. And this one came from Terry. And I'm hoping that everybody will keep Terry in their thoughts and prayers, because she was, or I believe her granddaughter was exposed to COVID. So they're kind of quarantining at her house, and of course she wasn't feeling well, so got to worry about that. She also sent a little snowflake stitch marker. Put that in my special place because I have a place I'm putting on that on. Then she also sent a couple of goodies. She knows I'm on keto, and this one is Keto Cappuccino Vanilla Coconut Cream for me to try. And then she also sent one Cherry Limeade Nitro Keto. I have no clue what this is, but I'm more than willing to give it all a shot. Where we're at, we don't always see a lot of different things, you know, that are keto related. It's very slow in coming in this area. So, and you know, we never get over to any of the general nutrition places. Okay, now I do have a finished object, and that is this modern granny square. that I had started for a lap can, and it is finished. This is the one that is on the Crochet Crowd by Mikey. It is the pattern that's done by Jeannie, and I used a 7mm hook because I just wanted to go fast and get done with it. Okay, now I did want to tell you that the Bible readings are starting up again. They may not be every day, but they'll be close to being daily. And, you know, there may be some skip days because of doctor's appointments, those kind of things, chemotherapy, you know, that kind of thing. So that is starting up Wednesday again, and I will try to do a couple of extra, you know, filming a couple extras so it's continuous. I did get in my little crochet magazine, and I'm kind of like Petra. I think it was Petra that was looking at it. Was not impressed. However, I did see something that automatically made me think of April, of Be Wild by April Lee, because it's just so darn cute. And that is that bag there. It just automatically, first thing I thought of was April. And made me smile. Although I'm glad she is with her honey bunny, at the same time, I'm kind of disappointed and sad. You know, because I look forward to the few times that we do get together. Now, I thought this tunic was kind of pretty. There are a couple of things in here that are like, maybe not. And I remembered why I quit doing this magazine. It is because it rarely goes up past size 2X. I mean, I know how to grade the pattern, but sometimes you just don't want to have to grade the pattern. Now, they did have a cute pattern in here for the, instead of the red truck, it's a blue truck in it. Let me see if I can find the page number. Because it is a beautiful Afghan. And that is this. Blue truck instead of the red truck. They call it the flower truck corner to corner blanket. Found that rather interesting. Very pretty. Of course, you know, you could use as a basis for a pattern for all kinds of seasons, right? Now, Loretta of Homemade with Love by Loretta and Blaine and I are doing a little challenge, and we are calling it the hashtag blessingschallenge. And we both cast on a couple of items January the 1st, so we're going to run it from January the 1st through February the 14th. And basically what we are doing, it is a crochet knit challenge. And we're going to show those makes as we go. And we are going to keep our labels so that we can see how much yardage and see who goes through the most yardage. Now, I did with that Modern Granny blanket use almost all of this skein, but I can't count or keep the label until I finish this skein. And then I get to count that yardage. Is that not clever? Alright, and here's what we're planning on doing. As well as keeping track of our yardage, we are planning on The rule basically is there's something left in the skein for restocking or whatever. You don't get to count it until you have used it all up. Okay? When it's empty, you get to count it. And we have decided that our prize, it is basically a prize goes to the non-winner of the yardage amount. Doing a little twist, we're having fun with it. But we decided not to do a monetary or a yarn exchange, those kind of things. We decided that we would do greeting cards for the non-winner so that the person who won gets to have a couple of bragging rights and maybe give it a little rub in that we didn't get, the other person didn't get enough done. We'd like to challenge every podcaster to join in this and use the hashtag blessingschallenge. If you want to do it amongst yourselves, y'all, go for it. We both have Facebook groups. So challenge each other in the Facebook groups, challenge yourselves amongst each other, and if you want to do a yarn swap at the end, you guys arrange it and go for it. But we're going to do that we're going to put that hashtag blessings challenge not only on our videos when we start showing those, and you'll see it on today's video, but we are also planning on when we show our makes and on Instagram if we have it to use it for that. So it's just going to be a lot of little fun between us, a little friendly competition. It's always good for a laugh or two. And I figure, I'm going to have a little bit of a head start because I'm going to have a lot of waiting time where I'm going to have a couple hours to just sit, crochet, knit without interruptions other than maybe to get up and go to the bathroom or get up and walk around while I'm waiting on the husband to get finished with his treatment or his infusion. So, Loretta, it's on. I'm going to take you down with it. I'm going to have the most yardage. Well, maybe not, but it'll all be good fun. Now, we have a little bit of water incarnation today. And the first story is monolith appears next to hiking trail at Wisconsin Park. Visitors to a Wisconsin park made a surprising discovery. An 8 to 9 foot monolith installed under mysterious circumstances next to a hiking trail. The monolith was first spotted during the weekend at County Grounds Park in Wauwatosa. An observer said the lack of snow atop the structure indicates it was installed sometime after Friday night's snowfall. The monolith evokes memories of similar structures that started appearing in various locations around the world after a metallic structure was spotted in the Utah desert November the 10th. 10 days before it was removed by a group of people who said they were concerned about the environmental impact of tourists visiting the unusual landmark. Most of the monoliths that have since appeared, including one in Romania and others in Britain, Texas, California, and yes, even in New Mexico, had sides made of metal, but the object in Wisconsin appeared to be made of cardboard or plywood covered in aluminum foil. Sometimes, let me get a drink here. Sometimes you have to wonder about people. There is this gentleman that is very upset. So upset that Hawaiian rolls are not made in Hawaii. He's suing the company. A New York State man filed a class action lawsuit against the makers of King's Hawaiian sweet rolls, alleging the company misled him into believing the California manufactured sweet rolls are made in Hawaii. Robert Galinsky of Yonkers said his lawsuit against King's Hawaiian that the packaging prominently features Hilo, Hawaii on the front, but the back reveals they are actually made in Torrance, California. Galinsky said the packaging misled him into purchasing the product, believing the rolls to be made in Hawaii. The lawsuit states the company is the leading seller of Hawaiian rolls and essentially invented this category of food, and cites instances of the company taking legal actions against other manufacturers for using the phrase Hawaiian rolls in marketing. The King's Hawaiian website states the rolls were created by... Hang on, folks, I gotta get that. Alright. Anyway, the King's Hawaiian's website states the rolls were created by Robert Tyra in the 1950s when he opened Robert's Bakery in Hilo. The company was renamed to King's Bakery when it later expanded to Honolulu, and the business eventually closed to Torrance. So King's Hawaiian has yet to publicly respond to the lawsuit. Now, I don't know. The only reason I ever bought King's Sweet Hawaiian rolls was because there was this recipe that you made with ham. You know, you pour this stuff over the little ham in the rolls. You know, mustard, pickles, or some, I can't remember exactly. You let them marinate overnight and then you bake it, and they're absolutely delicious. But that's the only time I've ever bought Hawaiian sweet rolls, and I bought it because of the recipe, not because it was made in Hawaii. So, who knows? Some people, what can you do? The next story is a house for sale in Vermont that includes 7 jail cells. How about a party at that house? A home for sale in Vermont is garnering attention online for an unusual feature. 7 jail cells in what was formerly a county jail. The home in Guildhall, listed for sale on Realtor.com, served as the jailer's residence before it ceased operations as the Essex County Jail in 1969. The jail attached to the north wall of the home includes 7 cells with barred windows. The jail still exhibits the original prison cells with barred windows and the jailer's office, the listing states. The home, listed for $149,000, also includes 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and an updated kitchen with stainless steel appliances. Just what you want, a home that you can lock away your guest forever in. Chairs taken from outside couple's home, returned, refurbished. This reminds me of the story of the woman that was arrested for coming into a home, making a sandwich, and cleaning the kitchen before she departed. A New Mexico couple who thought a pair of old dining chairs had been stolen from outside their home returned from a weekend trip to find the thief had returned the chairs with a fresh coat of paint and new upholstery. How about it? University of New Mexico student Conrad Duran said he spotted the 2 chairs left at the side of the curb on Christmas Eve and decided to take them home to try to fix them up for use inside the Albuquerque home he shares with his girlfriend, Andrea. I just grabbed them and left them outside of my garage door, which is really not that close to the curb. And then I had to go to work, he told KRQE-TV. Duran said he was dismayed to return home from his double shift to find that the chairs had been stolen. I've gotten a few items stolen from me over the years living there, ever since I moved here, Duran said. It's one of those things where you come to terms with it. And isn't that so? Duran said he and Andrea were shocked when they returned from visiting family during the weekend to find the chairs had returned to their porch with a new coat of paint and new upholstery. I thought they had been stolen, and lo and behold, they had just taken them, redid them, and returned them as a Christmas gift or something like that, Duran said. Now they look absolutely beautiful. Duran said there was an anonymous note on one of the chairs about doing good for others. Another case of suspected theft had left an unexpectedly happy ending earlier this month when Tommy Cook of Virginia was reunited with his long-lost 1969 Camaro. Cook said the Camaro was stolen from his auto repair lot in Woodbridge in 2003, and there were no developments in the investigation until Cook himself spotted the car in a Maryland auto shop while looking over another Camaro a friend was considering for purchase. Cook said the car is in better shape now than it was when it was stolen. It now has an engine. Now, this next story is an absolute cute little story. Gingerbread monolith installed in San Francisco Park. The mysterious monolith, spotted in various locations around the world, received the festive treatment when a gingerbread monolith was installed in a San Francisco park. The 7-foot gingerbread sculpture was spotted in Corona Heights Park after similar structures made of metal appeared under mysterious circumstances in locations including the Utah Desert, Romania, California, Texas, England, and North Carolina, as well as New Mexico. That one always gets overlooked. And, it's always kind of weird because everybody thinks when you say you're from New Mexico that you came from another country. Folks, it's been a part of the U.S. since 1945. Anyway, the gingerbread tower was dubbed the Gingerlith by onlookers. San Francisco Recreation and Parks Development General Manager Phil Ginsburg said the city had no plans to remove the edible sculpture. Looks like a great spot to get baked, Ginsburg quipped to public radio station KQED. We will leave it up until the cookie crumbles, said Ginsburg. The gingerbread monolith was found toppled only one day after it was first spotted. And I'm sure there were some critters that helped it along. Don't you think? Now, I've also noticed there have been a lot of stories about UFOs this week. Apparently there were 2 UFOs spotted in Hawaii this weekend. One was a blue-looking tubular shape that fell into the ocean, and the other one was a white one. And then, of course, there have been stories about the International Space Station. Several of the astronauts there saying that they have spotted fleets of UFOs. So that should be interesting. Maybe the monoliths are actually from our friends from a galaxy far, far away. Who knows? All right, guys. I'll see you again soon. Everybody remember, choose kindness. And by all means, join us in our hashtag blessingschallenge. See you again soon. Bye.